lórí YouTube, lórí TikTok, kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Ẹ bá mi pè o. Rédíò gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú, rédíò àfínjú, rédíò àfínjú. Ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú rédíò àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Lórí WhatsApp àfínjú, Instagram àfínjú, Facebook àfínjú, lórí X àfínjú, lórí YouTube àfínjú, lórí TikTok àfínjú, kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú rédíò àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú, gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú, rédíò àfínjú, rédíò àfínjú.
Good morning, I greet you. How are you? How was your night? Did you sleep well? If nobody else asks how your night was, at least Adedayo, Oderinu of Radio Afinju is asking you, how was your night? So for all of you who do not have people in your life who would ask you how your night was, come to me. Come to Radio Afinju, come to Adedayo, Oderinu. I'm going to ask how your night was. And I care so much about your night. I care so much about your input into the new day. I care so much about what you achieve in the course of the new day. I care so much about what you do with your reality today and the rest of the week, and then next week and the rest of the month, and then the rest of the year, and for the rest of your lives. My name is Adedayo Oderinu, and this is Radio Afinju. This is morning motivation, the last dose for the week. You know, I come to you 3 times a week with doses of motivation. On Monday morning, I bring you the top of the week episode that we have called the week motivation. And then on Wednesday, I bring you the midweek dose that we call morning motivation. And then on Friday, I bring you the last dose for the week because, yes, you're supposed to go into your weekend fully fired up and inspired. And this is that episode, the last dose for the week, the end of the week episode. Again, my name is Adedayo Oderinu. Follow Radio Afinju across all our social media platforms. Facebook, Radio Afinju. YouTube, our channel is Radio Afinju. TikTok, Radio Afinju. You can also join our website, www.afinjufm.com. Don't forget, across our social media platforms, we do video streaming. But on our website, we do audio streaming. And then on Zeno Radio, that's Zeno.fm, you could browse Zeno.fm on your browser. Or just download the Zeno Radio app and then search for Radio Afinju. You'll enjoy us from anywhere in the world, audio streaming, and you can always join in the conversation. Don't forget, you can call the studio lines anytime any show is on like this on 0912 1111115. Once again, 0912 1111115. On morning motivation, I talk about serious issues, topical issues of concern, issues that bother you, and give you opportunity to get motivation, to get encouragement, to get inspiration for you to face your challenges, face your life, face the week, face the rest of your life with absolute conviction. Now, what are we dealing with today on Radio Afinju on Morning Motivation? We are dealing with overcoming self-doubt. Overcoming self-doubt. Overcoming self-doubt. What is self-doubt? Let's start from there. Some would prefer to call it imposter syndrome. That is, self-doubt is when you think you are not good enough. Self-doubt is when you think you are not doing enough to achieve the object of your goal. Self-doubt is when you think you do not know enough. Self-doubt is when you think You do not have the capacity that life requires. Self-doubt is when you think the whole world is crashing down on your own head. Self-doubt is when you think you are just inadequate. You are not beautiful enough, you are not tall enough, you are not sensible enough, you could also define it as low self-esteem. You could also define it as inferiority complex. You could define it as many things as you want. For some, it's just something with their body. Some will tell you, I'm not very proud of my eyes. Some will tell you, I'm not very proud of my hands. So at any point in time where they need to have any kind of public engagement, there is something about them that is making them feel, no, I'm not good enough. There are some that in their private quarters, they are very loud. They talk, they are expressive. But the moment they get into a public where there are 10, 15, 20, 30 people, you find that speaking out becomes a problem. So self-doubt is, as the name implies, the doubting of self. No matter how much input you are putting, no matter how good you are, you still think there is something not right. Maybe something physical. I'm not tall enough. I'm not good enough. I greet you, good morning. He said, I'm not too proud of my tooth. That's one of it. You step out, you want to talk, and you feel, people are looking at my mouth. Well, it comes out like that many times. You just feel there's something about you that's just not good enough. For some, it's their complexion. You just feel, I'm too dark. Some feel, I'm too light in complexion. Some feel, each time I talk, people think I don't make sense. Each time I step out, people think I'm not intelligent enough. And you just keep having that doubt of self. You can't speak out in public. You find it hard to interact with people. You just feel that, I'm just not good enough. So how do you overcome self-doubt? Another part of self-doubt is self-criticism. Extreme self-criticism. I say all the time that you must be able to tell yourself the truth when it is just you. But it is the truth. I'm not saying you should beat yourself up for any reason. No. I said sit with yourself, tell yourself the truth. But do not criticize yourself to death. Do you understand? There are two different things. Telling yourself the truth is different from criticizing yourself to death. Do you understand? So how do you then defeat this extreme lack of confidence that will cause self-doubt? Extreme lack of confidence that will cause self-doubt. Number one, understand that the first person who must accept you is you. First, accept yourself. Accept yourself. Accept yourself. Just as you have come, just as you are, just as you look, just as you think, accept yourself. This is me. There are parts of you that you have no power over. For example, a part of your body does not totally satisfy you, but you are not God who created you like that. Yes, science has come with a lot of cosmetic surgery that can change quite a lot of things, but that is not to say that you first must not accept yourself. Accept you. And that is the place of self-compassion. Have mercy on yourself. Before anybody would have mercy on you, you should have mercy on yourself. You should have mercy on yourself. Have mercy on you. Be compassionate to you. Treat yourself gently. Shera ejeje. Shera ejeje. Know that whatever you think is not enough about you, you had no power to change prior to now. As at creation, you had no power to choose what you would look like. As at the time something happened that made you look like what you look like today, you had no power over it. So first, accept yourself, welcome yourself, embrace yourself, love yourself. Love yourself very fastly. I was saying to someone some days ago, I said, some days, just stand in front of a mirror and, God, admire the awesome work of creation that you are. Just admire yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Deeply have a strong feeling about yourself. You know, I practice a lot of weird things, right? There are times when I just call a photographer, snap a lot of pictures, and then I just look at my pictures and gush over myself. God damn it. See Bobo now. You understand? Accept yourself. Love yourself. We were having a conversation one day while we were much younger, and then it veered into, the normal insulting ourselves as adolescents. And then this person said, that's why your head is big. And I just casually answered. I said, if you knew anything about how God created people, if I have a big body, should I have a small head? I know. My head fits my body perfectly, and I am just awesome. So I look at myself sometimes and I feel, damn, now person go finish work on top of here like this. So sometimes stand by yourself and gush over yourself. Love yourself passionately. Passionately. Number 2, aside knowing that the things you don't like about yourself, aside knowing that there's nothing, particularly physical things. There are people who feel so bad about being short. There are people who feel so bad about being tall. There are people who feel so bad about being fat, right? Now, know that while you could not do anything about it as at the time these things happened, even if you would seek some solutions in the future, also know that the people who would think stupid things about you because of that issue also do not have any power over you. No, they don't. They don't. The only person who has power over you is you and God. Simple. Those are the only 2 persons. So also know that those ones who will talk nonsense about you also do not have any powers over you. Number 2, as you think too many times about the things you don't like about yourself, about your inadequacies, about your looks, about the things you would just want differently about your body, every day remind yourself of the awesome things about yourself. Do counter thinking, if you know what I mean. Do counter thinking. All of the time you look at yourself in the mirror, you probably look at your tooth and you feel, why is my tooth like this? And then you should do counter thinking and begin to think, oh God, wonderful legs, nice hands, I'm tall, see how person they athletic now, see me looking fit and proper. You understand? Appreciate every positive thing about you to counter every negative thing you think about yourself. You see, in this life, because anybody don't know in this life, nobody has it all. Nobody. Do you understand? So while you are brooding over some part of your body, there is someone else brooding over a part of their own body that is perfect on your own body. I don't know if you get it. While you think, why the image you already buy? And then there is someone somewhere who craves the kind of legs that you have. There is someone somewhere who craves the kind of athletic body that you have. There is someone somewhere who just wants your happy spirit. So while you are thinking about the things you would rather change about yourself, are you also thinking about the things that people admire about you? Are you reminding yourself that even if there is this that I'm not so happy about, there is this, and this that people would rather have? Right? Even if you don't like this one, there are so many other parts of you that you like and that people are in love with. So, practice counter thinking. positive vibes to counter the negative vibes, positive thinking to counter the negative thinking, positive atmosphere. Create a positive atmosphere where you appreciate everything about you that you love, so that you are easily able to shift focus away from the little things that you don't like. Hello, 206 bones. Is my biology still correct? 206 bones, and you have them all. You have a body that is functioning properly. You could dress up and people will say, wow, see how clothes fit down. And so you want to focus on the little thing, just the little ones? No. You are a full package, man. Number 3, at every point in time, deter yourself from comparing yourself with other people. Do not compare yourself with other people. Don't forget, I just told you, every other person you see out there and you wish, I wish I had that head. That person is wishing he has your legs. So, refrain from comparing yourself or anything about you with other people. Stop it. It won't help you. You will land yourself in too much self-doubt, too much pain, too much anger about yourself. So, hold back from comparing yourself with other people. It does you no good. Yes, you can have role models who you want to be like, but that's not comparison. Comparison is, why can't I be like that? Why can't I have that life? Why can't that be me? But when you enter into that person's life, you discover they also have their own problems. They do. They have their own problems. Number 4, spend time around people who lift you up. Spend time around people who lift you up, who elevate your spirit. Spend time around people who make you feel good about yourself. Spend time around people who do not cast you down. Spend time around people who gas you up. Spend time around people who motivate you. Do not go and be hanging around people who tell you all of the horrible things about yourself. Don't. It won't help you. The things you are trying to love about yourself, they remind you again, and again. Spend time around positive people. Spend time around people who love themselves. Spend time around people who radiate that self-love, that positive energy that comes from loving self. Spend time around those kind of people. Spend time around people who appreciate themselves. So that, energy is contagious. So that you can tap energy from one another. Spend your time around people who love themselves and as such have capacity to love you. Do you understand it? Spend time around people who love themselves first, so that they have capacity to love you. Spend time around people who do not think you are inadequate. Spend time around people who are able to make light of your situation. Number 5, because of time. Know that the only way to feel proud about yourself, the only way to feel positive about yourself is to show up. Yeah. Aside all the self-love you have practiced inside the house, the most practical way for you to step out and continue to accept yourself and force yourself down people's throats, even those people who don't want to like you, is to always show up. The only way. The only way. So you are afraid of speaking in public, speak. You are afraid of showing up before people, show up. The worst that happens is you turn around and they start making jokes. And so what do you lose? Nothing. Nothing. So when you turn around and they make jokes, Yorubas will say, hey, you shubo, lagbokwenda. They say all of that behind you. What does it matter? It doesn't. So you are afraid to speak to people, speak. The worst that will happen is they'll say no. You are afraid to be in circles where people are many. Go there. Kill that fear. Kill it. You are afraid of smiling in public because there's something wrong with your teeth. Ogbeni, smile. Laugh. Open the 32. What are you talking about? Because there are people who don't even have the number you have. Hello. There are people who don't have it. There are people who are praying. Uluwa, make me safe, just get, even if I just 40 it, I just get 4. Do you understand? You are afraid to speak in public. I say all the time, there are people who come to me, send me a direct message and say, I want to be writing like you, but I'm afraid it won't make sense. I say, Benny, the only exercise that writing needs is writing. Continue to write. When I look at my my social media accounts, say some 10 years ago, I feel, was this me? And I'm sure I'm not the only person. There are a lot of people who just check their old posts and feel, hey, let me write this thing. You get one time I don't get sense like this. But that was the depth of your understanding then. Now you continue to get better at writing because you continue to write. Yeah. If you had not written anything, you would probably be write it. Those of us who write a lot on social media, we write these things, and then some people come on those posts to come and, to come and argue, to come and say nonsensical things. But we don't care. I've been writing for more than a decade. Hello. And so you cannot dampen my spirit now. It's too late. So everything you feel people would not like about you or you don't like about yourself, continue to do it. Eat that frog. It's the name of a book. Eat that frog. That is, everything you don't really like, do it now. Do it right now. Show yourself that you must accept yourself. There's some work you always feel afraid about. Do them. Do now. There's a brand, I won't mention the name. The motto is just do it. Just do it. Just do it. There is space for error. You would make mistakes. Things will not go right. But do it first. Take a deep dive. Yeah, you could get inside and meet crocodiles on the way. You will sort that out when you get inside. But take a deep dive. Everything that scares you about yourself, everything that makes you unsure about yourself, everything that is discouraging about yourself, face them. You don't like your truth? Face the mirror. Smile at yourself. Get out of that house and smile at people. They'll accept you for who you are. And you realize that in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It doesn't. Well, that's the word for today. We'll continue on defeating self-doubt some other day because we have not exhausted it. I'll still go around some other issues later, but practice these steps and you will love yourself. Well, good morning. I wish you a very wonderful day, and then I wish you a blissful weekend. Yeah, weekend is here. I wish you a very blissful weekend, sweet weekend that will take you into the realm of the achievement of your goals and of all the objects of your desire. Don't forget, follow us on all our social media platforms. Facebook, Radio Afenju. YouTube, our channel is Radio Afenju. TikTok, X, Instagram, Radio Afenju. You can also check our website, www.afenjufm.com. There are lots of breaking news on that platform, and our audio stream is there. You can listen to us when programs are not on. We have a very rich playlist for you to enjoy. My name is Adedayo, Oderinu, and this is me wishing you the best experience today. Take care of yourself. I love you. Bye-bye.
Ẹ bá mi pè é o. Àfíjù. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfíjù. Rédíò. Àfíjù. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfíjù. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfíjù. Lórí WhatsApp. Àfíjù. Instagram. Àfíjù. Facebook. Àfíjù. Lórí X. Àfíjù. lórí YouTube lórí TikTok kí lorúkọ rẹ̀ ẹ bá mi pè o rédíò gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú rédíò àfínjú rédíò àfínjú rédíò àfínjú.
má kọ̀yìn síbi ayé kọjú sí ọ̀rẹ́ wa rédíò àfínjú láyé ń tẹ̀lé báyìí.
Life no get duplicate.
Na so ẹ̀mí ò láàárọ̀ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.